Right, you beautiful patrons. No video this Wednesday, so this is my apology video as to why there was nothing. I was responsible. I take full blame. I tried to record something on Monday. Basically, it's my fault. My wife's been ill. I've been having to do everything. I've also been quite selfish and been doing this running thing, which I didn't. I mean, what a weird thing. I never thought I'd say that was an excuse for me not doing something. But I've been running Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then my wife's been really ill. Not like really ill, but like she's been ill, and that meant that my time was unrestricted to video with Panks. Then unexpectedly, my eldest son was here on Wednesday, and he came running with me, and we had to do some stuff. But that was sort of out of the blue. We were meant to be recording. I was meant to be recording with Panks. Didn't happen. Now it's Thursday, and I haven't recorded. We haven't recorded. Panks is gigging tonight. He wasn't gigging, but then he got a gig last minute, and so I can't blame him. Like, it's been my fault that it didn't happen on Wednesday, so it's not his fault it didn't happen tonight. And tomorrow's Friday, so we'll be busy. We'll be working Saturday. Maybe we can record Sunday. Although I'm out all Sunday, I'm out gigging. I've got loads of gigs on Sundays. I don't know, like it sort of few and far between normally, but just this coming year I've got the most Sunday gigs. I've probably got more Sunday gigs booked in than I've ever done in a year. Don't quite know what's going on. Sunday is the new Thursday, I think. Got 2 weeks till the Jason Manford gig in Ipswich. That's my first tour support for Jason Manford. Looking forward to it. Slightly concerned that some of my stuff might be not suitable, but they've not been sort of explicit about what I can and can't say. So let's see. It's in Ipswich. If you're coming, if there's any patrons coming, let me know, please, beforehand. It'd be good to know. There's some support there. I'm trying to get my wife and son a ticket from the booking, the tour management. I didn't buy a ticket. I feel like that would be counterintuitive. You can't do a job and then there's no film star whose kids have to pay to watch the film, is there? So I've asked for tickets. I think that's fair enough. My mum's going. She had to buy a ticket. I haven't actually got any tickets yet, but I'm pretty sure they'll give us a couple of tickets. I don't know. Yeah, my mum bought tickets. I bought tickets for my mum with my mum's money. My mum bought tickets. I had to do the work to do it. And she's not seen me do stand-up for probably 10 years. But she'll be proud no matter. Oh no, she has. She saw me do MCing in Southwold. So she has. But I wouldn't have done any material there. I would have just done chat. There should be a new Up the Creek MCing video coming up very soon. Did a weekend there last weekend. So I think there'll probably be like 45 minutes of MCing from that weekend to come up. But I think it was really good. I never really know whether people like that or not. It's not like I'm not doing these short MCing bits where you see like Paul Smith or whatever his name is going, "Oh, right, you fat bastard, your wife's prettier than you, and did you buy her in from Russia?" I don't do that. I tend to just chat to people and be genuine, and I enjoy it. It was weird because there was Friday and Saturday, and the Friday night was quieter in terms of numbers, like maybe 130, but the vibe was like everyone wanted to join in, everyone was friendly, nice, and it was good chat. Like had fun talking to people. And on the Saturday, it was a lot more energy. There was like 300 people in or whatever. And it was a bit more like management and jumping about in the audience. So I loved them both. I enjoyed doing that, but in two different ways. Two different types of gig over the 2 days. But it's all filmed, it's all in 4K. I recorded the sound as well, because they only record the microphone sound. So often you do those gigs and you can't hear the audience. So it sounds a bit like you're not getting any laughs. But I think I've got the sound recorded on my phone. And what I've done before is sort of splice that over the top of the video. You know how to edit a video. But I want to try and get my son to edit it and see if he can chop it up and edit it, hit the jokes, cut out the fluff. Shouldn't be too much fluff because it's MCing. It's got to be fairly high tempo. But that'll be up. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. I'll give you a link on Patreon before it goes live. Again, let me know if you even care. I've no idea. I put it up there. I don't gain any traction or viewers or followers or whatever. It's just a case of it just goes up there and some people watch it. So I haven't really got that thing of editing down me. Like I say, some of the MCing you see is so shit, isn't it? Some of those clips, you're just like, why have you put that up? Why would you have put that up? And then I'm going to do exactly that. I definitely got, I can't remember what it was, but I got a laugh on something that didn't make sense on Friday. I think it was Friday. And only one, I saw the look of an audience member in the front row. Everyone laughed at what I said. I knew it was wrong, and I caught eyes with this woman in the front row. And I said to her, you realise that I said that wrong, don't you? And she nodded, went, yeah. And I went, it's just me and you. No one else gathered. No one else worked it out. So that just shows you it's got to be quick and make sense. That's all it's got to be. You can get away with murder when you're MCing. You can go and listen to that podcast I've been doing. If you can bear it, it's me running. And it's what you would imagine. It's windy. It's me blustering into a microphone. A lot of them I've done with Owen. I think there's 6 of them up now. And I'm about to run for the 9th time tomorrow. And I think I've recorded, and I think 6 of them are out. It is just me running and talking. So you're meant to run at a conversational pace, so I thought I would run and talk. And I've been talking to people about the process of running, and I've heard people say it's good therapy if you run. It either clears your mind, but I don't know if it's that it clears your mind, so that's good therapy, or it gives you the opportunity to mull things over. I haven't really got anything to mull over. There's nothing. I don't need to think about stuff other than stand up. So maybe it'll be good for writing or being creative. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm hoping something like that happens. I will say you do get high after running. There is like a buzz from it, but it's still really boring. If I've done it on my own, it's been a bit boring. But I've done some runs in some different places, which has sort of mixed up a bit. I did like a country road one. I went around the Emirates Stadium. I went around Southend Stadium, and I've done a few runs with my boy. So it's been all right. The big one tomorrow, though, there's a lot of running because it's like interval stuff to build up. Because I was fucking like at an all-time low fitness-wise, just health-wise. Couldn't jog, really. Got bad. So, but tomorrow's the big one. Tomorrow's a lot of running. But if you want, this is called thinning. Even if you download it and play it when you go to sleep, that'd be great. I don't really know why I'm doing it. Like, I haven't really contemplated the point. I think it is just to motivate me to do it. If I knew that something's going out that I've recorded, then I know I can't just stop doing it, because if even one person listens and says, are you still running, and I've stopped, then I'd feel embarrassed. I mean, it's fairly embarrassing anyway, isn't it? So many people do run, It's really boring. But don't let that stop you listening to me running, because I imagine it'd be funny, and there's a chance I'll have a heart attack at some point, which I think would be good. I might go running early in the morning tomorrow. I've never. Well, I did do that like about 15 years ago. I used to go out before I worked, so. Well, I've not done that in a long time. But tomorrow just means it's going to be difficult. All day is going to be difficult, and the evening is going to be difficult. So maybe I'll go out first thing. But I can't. I'm really busy coming up. I need to update my website, really. I know we're shit at telling you what we're doing. So I need to put some stuff on the website. But very, very busy coming up. You know, I'll update the website. Ashfrith.com. What's the point? What is the point? I've been doing the same thing for 15 years, basically. It's all good. Like, make money, it's fine, but I can't get on with the country of it, the rest of it. I can't do it. I've thought about it before. I've thought about trying to be like market myself or push myself, but I think I've got such an aversion to social media, and that seems to be what you need. But I just don't want to be a part of it. So, I get booked, and I've got a reputation amongst bookers to book me, but that is it. Like, I wouldn't sell a ticket. If I put on a show, I wouldn't sell a ticket, but I'll do well in clubs. It's a really weird industry where you go, yeah. Well, most of the big clubs will book me repeatedly, think that I'm decent, but not a single person knows who I am outside of that. I don't know that that's a problem, but I think the truth is, I think I would like to be able to, do a tour. And I know that's like pie in the sky, but I think I'd like to have, 50, 60 people in, 30 towns that would want to come and see me. I do think if people come, it'd be a good, they'd enjoy the show. I'm confident in all the shows I've done. It's a weird thing. But instead of that, I just plod along and I go to, Cambridge and Ipswich and Maidstone, and I just travel around and I just do it. Probably earn more, definitely earn more money doing it that way. But I see people on tour, and there's even acts that I like that I see on tour, and I just think, how are you not losing thousands doing this? It must cost you more to drive to Runcorn on a Thursday, perform to 15 people in an arts centre, stay in some Premier Inn, and then drive home. It's going to cost you more money than you've made, surely. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe everyone's just got their mum and dad's money or something. I don't know. It's a weird old thing. It's weird because being funny isn't the most important thing. It's, having a reputation and building a following. And I just don't know now how to do that in the modern scenario. You've got all the comedians from the 80s and 90s. They didn't have social media. I guess then, if you just got a little bit of TV, you were fine. If you did one thing on TV, you could tour and sell tickets forever, probably. There's plenty of those acts from the 80s and 90s that are very, very comfortable now because they did a little bit of TV and then they were set for life. You were in the club, and TV and stuff paid the money, and radio and stuff paid good money. Whereas now, I was hearing someone the other day saying that they did Live at the Apollo, and after Live at the Apollo, they saw an upturn in tickets where they sold 40 tickets off the back of Live at the Apollo. That's not enough, is it? It used to be you'd go on tour and you'd sell out a tour. But now, it equates to 40 tickets across the country. I don't know. Maybe it was more. Well, there was fewer comedians, that's for sure. Something like 4,000 in 1985 and 40,000 in 2020, something like that. So I guess that's a difference. You spread the market thin. Maybe it's about like gigging in the same place. Maybe you build like you've got Ross down here in Southend, now bought bar. It's like going to be a comedy pub basically, and he will build a following because it's him doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and does local radio. So maybe that's how you do it. You build that following, and then you start off, for example, Southend, and then you can do, say you did Grays, which is a bit further out, or that just pushing out. Maybe that's how you do it. I don't know. I think probably that you had people guiding you back in the day as well. Like now, I've got a very good agent, gets me lots of work, but I don't know. There's no sort of. I wonder whether in the old days they would have all those contacts with, like, because everything on TV would be made by about 10 different people. So I wonder whether it was just, it all just worked together. The agencies and the TV companies and all that just were, very much in league with each other. But now there's lots of agencies and not a lot of comedy on TV. I think I'll go to bed. No one's got to the end of this, have they? 16 minutes of Ash talking to himself. There should be an episode tomorrow. Me and Justin talking, I think. And then we'll be back next week. There should be a video next week. Sorry. It's going to happen though. It's a weird job. We still love you. Go and watch Justin's Intellectual Abattoir. If you haven't watched it already. The one with Dave Green would be fantastic. I've not watched it yet, but I like Dave. I think it's really interesting. The whole lucid dreaming thing. Intellectual Abattoir. That is Panks' other YouTube. Go and watch that. He's really good, Panks. He is. He's a good interviewer. He's interesting. And I think that deserves some love over there. He's got some really good guests lined up as well. So go over there and subscribe. Download Thinning on wherever you get podcasts from. Even if you just put it on in the background. That'd be great. It'll just keep me doing it so that I don't die of a heart attack. I think you're all right, actually. Thank you, patrons. You're the good ones. Seriously, this is my son's room. He's not here. I couldn't be bothered to record it upstairs. Hold on. I'll do me Ewan McGregor to end on.